of Cups, they do know you have feelings for them, definitely. They do know you are like into them. To look at the Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, and I mean this person is like, you know, in a way it's kind, I mean it's good, I think, but they do think you love them. Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? Long time no see. Happy month of October. I know in September we barely uploaded any videos. I think it was like 2 or 3 videos I've only uploaded, but welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see these videos coming over and over again on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I've been a little bit under the weather, so my voice is a little bit weird probably, so never mind about that. I really did want to come here, record a new video. It's October 1st when I'm recording this at night, so probably will be uploading it a little later. And anyway guys, without any further ado, let's get started. All the information about private readings, bookings and stuff like that is in the description box. We've reopened them for a little bit, have some availability there. And what I want to do, so we're not in eclipses yet. Eclipses are going to start towards the end of October, and then also first week of November. We're going to have solar eclipse in Scorpio, a lunar eclipse in Taurus. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you might have gone, your life might have changed from where it was, let's say, this past April and May. So if you look like at April and May and this summer where you currently are, there might have been a big change that happened to you, or you're in the process of this change. And when I feel like these eclipses that will happen end of October, early November, are going to do is it's going to solidify that change. Like there's going to be a definite line. I'm seeing like line being kind of like established, so before and after. I feel like definitely yes, there's been this big change already happening with April and May eclipses, but there is something about this coming into Scorpio season, Mars coming into retrograde, and this eclipse is happening again, where I just feel like this is it. Like there is something that's been clearly established, that there is something that is not the same anymore. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's in a very good way. It's not really a good or bad thing, but it's more like it's a big change that happened, and you clearly can see if you look back past few months that things are not the same anymore. So anyway, let's pull some Romance Angels cards to get started, to just see the overall energy you're dealing with. I'm going to start with some oracles. Okay, we have a few. Okay, let's take all of this. Okay, so we have some Romance Oracle cards. We have Flirt, Love Yourself First, Honeymoon, and Express Your Love. Now, I do want to take a few more Oracle cards from this other Oracle as well. We have Peace, we have Victim Mentality. We also have here Honoring Path, the Honoring Path. And we have here Angels of the Four Direction. Deserving is at the bottom of the deck. If you remember your latest reading, I do believe we pulled this card too. So let's talk about this. Overall energy, what I feel like is that you are learning how to let go of victim mentality. It could also be somebody you're dealing with. There might have been this energy where self-love was a challenge for you. Maybe you go give others too much too soon. Maybe there's not even a real issue in a relationship or in a connection, but lack of self-love, which maybe you still experience some of it, is something that basically makes you question things. And we do have like this victim mentality and Love Yourself First showing up in the same row. So I feel like it could be you experiencing that, where you just, I don't know, you feel like when things are going well, they will definitely go wrong. But it could be very much also you dealing with someone like that who, you know, has a little bit of this like questioning whether they can have something so good. We'll take a look obviously as we go further, you know, what's going on here. I also feel like for you, very important energy in the month of October. This is the reading for October, pre-eclipses energy. The most important energy here is to get a little bit more lighthearted. We do have Mars, your ruling planet, in the sign of Gemini now. It's in your 8th house, especially if you're a Scorpio rising. But I really feel like for you, even though it can be heavy at times, it doesn't have to be. I feel like you can right now master the craft of kind of like changing, transforming, transurfing, transcending, I guess, I don't know, your energy. And from very heavy, it could go to very light very quickly, but also from very light, it could go to very heavy very quickly. I hope it kind of makes sense to you. It's kind of this Gemini energy that's very strong because, once again, your ruling planet is there. There's also something here about knowing how to love yourself. Now, it doesn't mean, you know, that you can't love anyone else or whatever. I think this is like, especially with Mars being in your 8th house, you might experience very deep connections right now, very deep soulful bonds, physical bonds as well. And there is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong, I think, with loving somebody very deeply or being all the way in. But I do feel like it is important for you, obviously, you know, the common sense, right? To love yourself as well, to not forget who you are outside of relationship, especially if you're in a connection. Because very often we completely can lose ourselves. It's a Scorpio thing. It's a really, really Scorpio thing. We can completely lose ourselves in another person. And I feel like if only you remember to also love yourself, everything will be okay. Don't lose yourself completely in another person. Now we also have honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you could be spending holidays with someone. Now again, what holidays in October, I'm not sure. Maybe a long weekend, maybe just you go on a vacation with someone, maybe it's Halloween, I'm not sure. Maybe it's your birthday actually, right? We're coming into that. There is something here about going on honeymoon, also expressing your feelings, expressing how you feel. And I feel like in general, even though there is some bumps on the road here with sometimes questioning, you know, whether you can have something good or dealing with someone like that, I feel like you're going to be at peace this month. You're going to find that energy of peace, and you will also come back to honoring something that maybe you've let go. So maybe you had a dream, or there is a certain career path that you wanted to start. And by the way, once again, as I'm saying this, I see 555 on my kitchen stove, like not making this up. 555 and 555 could usually represent also big changes in life. So I do feel like there is some kind of big change that could be coming in, especially when it comes to your dreams and passions. And also with Angels of the Four Directions, I do feel like you're being led to exactly what it is you are supposed to be doing. I guess advice here in general is to just kind of stop questioning whether things can be good for you, because sometimes this is how we self-sabotage. Finding balance, I feel like, is also very important for you between your passion, your career, and a new relationship or a relationship you're in. Let's see a little more before we go into your tarot. Yeah, we have here main male, so there is definitely some important man in your life that I feel like you're very connected to right now. We have here sudden wealth. Some of you will also be receiving sudden wealth, receiving a big opportunity financially, maybe doing something that's, trying to think. We have mature woman, could be connected to mature woman, but there is some kind of, I feel like some kind of big gift some of you are receiving, or just in general, maybe it's a big salary, a leg up, a heads up somehow when it comes to money and wealth. And we have here official person, which is like military, occupation. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, there is this energy where there's something connected to your work, connected to military, connecting to older people in your family, which brings you a lot of financial opportunities. So I do think that there is going to be a very sudden opportunity to get very lucky when it comes to money and possibly manifest much better situation for yourself. Anyway, we'll put these cards aside for now. And what I want to do is I want to take a look at your love situation, you and whatever the main energy you're dealing with at the moment. So first row is going to be you, second row is going to be your person. Again, it could be anyone. It could be someone you're dating, somebody you're in love with. It could be somebody currently manifesting. So see how it resonates, okay? So let's see. First row is you, second row is your person. And I'm using a little bit different tarot, like more like oracle style, but let's see. I'll take right away too, don't worry. First row is you, seek the truth, could be dealing with Gemini. We have solar plexus chakra, I see Leo energy as well. We have darkest fears, interesting energy. We have flow. We have love, a bounce. And I think one more card wants to come out. Let's do one more. We have share the love. Now let's see who are you connecting with. Ouch, we have giving and receiving. We also have here moving on. We have finding balance. We have shine. We have nurture. And we have here change your focus. Bottom of the deck is third eye chakra. Okay, I want to take some Rider Waite before I go into interpreting this. I know we're doing today reading a little bit differently. The energy is different, so I have to, follow what I feel. Okay. It's a little bit different reading. Very interesting. Definitely could be dealing also with someone who has Leo in their chart, Aquarius possibly too, Sagittarius. Okay, bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. What I'm getting from all this energy is there is a little bit, what's really showing up here is that you are in this energy where you've manifested something. You've manifested something, but it's almost like there is a part of you that is not certain whether it is correct to go further when it comes to this person. Now, it could be for many different reasons. It could be that you don't trust something about them. It could be that you feel there is more to them that's on the surface. Maybe you feel like this person is not showing you 100% who they truly are. Maybe there's differences in religion, spirituality, things like this. And for you, there's a part of you that's almost like questioning, do I want to go into this any further? Because there's almost like you want to do the right thing and you don't want to go in a direction that's basically going to set you off course or off your spiritual path. Now, there is something about also your confidence, you finding balance, you finding also kind of like you're making a decision, I feel like right now, that's coming not from a place of maybe victim mentality or self-sabotage or fears. I feel like you are stepping into your power to make some kind of decision that is really coming from your very center, from your confidence. There is also, for some of you, I feel like within the next 3 months, most likely, there is going to be some kind of decision when it comes to previous partner, if you're like in the process of separation or something like that. I do feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of fear surrounding the connection. Mainly because you do really feel like there's an opportunity for love, but it's almost like you feel like you internally going through this test, and maybe it's like something that has to do with eclipses here too, where you're not like, you want to know if this is love, if this is real, because with the Emperor card here in flow, 1 second. There might be like a person in your life who you feel like they are connected to their heart. And by the way, something a lot of people don't know about the Emperor card is actually there is a heart over here on the left side of the Emperor, and it's like this man here is also holding his heart. So you're really trying to connect with somebody on a heart level. I feel like this person might have very spiritual side to them, but also very like traditionally masculine side. And there is something about this person you are trying to understand. We do have the love abounds and the devil. It's like, it's very dual energy. So probably because Mars is in Gemini, you feel like sometimes you have this deepest spiritual connection, but other times you question whether it's just toxic, whether it's maybe just physical, maybe it's not supposed to be anything more than just, like some physical thing. Right? But other times you really do feel like this is love. With Share the Love and 8 of Wands, you're learning to communicate different when it comes to love. You're learning that sometimes it's better to say less. Sometimes you're learning that it's better to actually say and not hold back what you really feel. So it's very interesting. There are some lessons in communication. So overall for you, if it's an interesting energy, I feel like you right now are trying to understand the nature of the connection, whether it is supposed to go any further, whether it is also supposed to whether it's a good connection that's like spiritual in love and could lead to something long term, or whether it's supposed to be just something that's short term. You're also trying to understand this person, who they are better. There's big question that you have. Maybe you don't trust them. Maybe you don't trust that this is spiritually in alignment with where you need to go in life. Something like that, which I feel like are your doubts, and this is where you currently are. there is of course also fears and some decisions that need to be made. But I feel like overall for you, if you're very honest with yourself, you don't know yourself very well, I feel like, where this is going. And it's almost like maybe sometimes you project on another person a little bit where you're like, they are indecisive or they don't know where it's going. But I feel like it's more like you yourself don't know whether this is it, or like whether this is something you even want to continue. Now let's look at the person you are dealing with. It's interesting because they have Ace of Swords in giving and receiving. I feel like the way this person expresses themselves is through, like, in love languages we would probably call it acts of service, but they like to show things by making actions. However, there's something about the Seven of Swords and moving on energy, and it could go two ways here. Again, it's a general reading, so please don't, take the messages that don't resonate. I feel like they might have not told you 100% about something they haven't fully moved on from, or maybe it's your even situation. They know that you are dealing with something from the past, some kind of past contract, but they're not showing to you that they know this about you actually. So it's a tricky thing. I also feel like this person might sometimes act like, if you had some kind of situation where, let's just say you had an argument or something toxic happened, or you told them that you're not sure what you want with them, they might have pretended that they're moving on, even though it was never their intention. Why? Because I feel like something about this connection makes them feel very off-balanced. Like, they feel like literally their whole life is just like, when you feel intoxicated, when everything feels, kind of like merry-go-round, sort of like when you're spinning. And I'm just getting from this person that, like, right now, whoever you're dealing with, they're really trying to find balance, but this might come off almost like selfish to you, because you're like, this, for whatever reason, them trying to find balance in their life makes you feel like they're selfish and makes your darkest fears reappear. Maybe they need space, maybe they need, I don't know, to take care of something. There is a part of you that's like, your dark fears have been activated because you don't really trust them. I think that's what it is. With Shine and Strength, deep down, this person wants to be someone you can respect and look up to. It's very important for them. It could be, they could literally have like Leo, also Virgo in their chart, could be born in the months of August. Number 8 could be important number. I feel like it's very important for them to show up strong in the connection. They don't want you to look as a pushover or something. So some of the actions they are taking, I feel like, are exactly because of that. They want you to really look up to them. They also really want to reach their potential. They want to improve themselves. There is something about nurture and King of Wands energy here, which I do feel like they see you as someone like really amazing. So they really look at you as this Empress energy. Nurture is Empress in this deck. They really want to be basically on the same level as you. I'm not saying that they are not. It's more like, when you're inspired and you want to grow and make changes and stuff like that. I also feel there's something here about changing focus and victory. Now, I'm not sure how it translates. It could literally be that the moment you detach a little bit from them, pull back your energy a little bit, they start chasing you, like if they're not chasing you right now. It could also be that you don't really like when they focus on their achievements, because it makes them feel like they're not fully invested in the connection. There is something here where basically there needs to be balance. I do feel like this person you're dealing with has insecurities too. They really want you to look up to them. They really want to show up as a strong, masculine energy. They also feel lack of balance in their life. And one of their toxic traits, I feel like, is that they sometimes joke around with the idea of moving on, like whatever, like they could move on. I don't feel like this person has any plans moving on. Let's confirm and let's go a little further here. Let's see, what are this person's plans and intentions towards you? Okay, we have Ace of Swords and Knight of Swords. So basically this is about clarity, and this is about communicating something very clearly, because we had this Ace of Swords as their first card before. I feel like, once again, if something has not been communicated clearly, this person will be communicating clearly. They, with the Moon card, let me see, is someone who might not be very good talking about their feelings. But with the Judgment card, let me see a little more, guys, hold on. Judgment card and Chariot. I do feel like they will receive some kind of either sign or their own, I don't know, something of like some kind of understanding where they will understand that basically with Five of Pentacles, so the Two of Pentacles, it's not cool when the decision is not made. It's not cool to be on weird terms, or it's not cool when things are up in the air. I feel like this is the person who likes clarity and who likes stability as well, just like you do. And with Judgment of the Chariot, there is going to be an awakening, and there is going to be like clarity, I feel like, coming up. Like if right now things are not clear, especially for those of you who have any kind of distance, clarity is gonna come. For you, I feel like the challenge is to stay balanced. Yeah, because you, I feel like, what's your, hold on, let me see, what is your current issue with them? Lovers. Seven of Pentacles. You don't want to wait because you're like, if this is really love, I've waited for this for so long. Am I really supposed to be waiting more? And we also have here Knight of Wands, Six of Swords reversed with the Three of Swords. A part of you is scared that this is just something, you know, maybe a trip is canceled, or maybe like it's just was something that, you know, like not gonna go the way you want to. You're scared of heartbreak. That's I feel like the issue. Again, could be Leo, Gemini, could be two, Three of Cups, Eight of Cups. You're scared that there could be interference of other people. Again, this is fears. This is not something that's actually happening, what I feel. It's more like things from your perspective. Now, what I want to look at before we go into the extended is how do things look from their perspective. And go for this ones. What is their perspective on this connection? We have here the World. We also have here Goddess of the Moon. Big energies. We have here action. A lot of action-oriented cards, by the way, for this person. I feel like they are an action taker. We have adjacent possibilities. We have journey. We also have here patience. We have here yin yang. We have man holding a coin at the bottom. What I want to clarify is adjacent possibilities. Why is it there? We have here Five of Cups, Hermit. All right, that's pretty clear to me. What I feel like is for this person with the World and Goddess of the Moon, they see this as something major, something important, even though they might not understand what is it. Now, they are, I feel like, a person who likes to take action, so they are not someone who likes to just think too much or talk too much about stuff. They take actions. However, they also are not sure where things are going to go here, because disappointment and heartbreak is something that's a big possibility. So maybe this person went through a very big heartbreak recently. I don't feel like so recently, but whatever. You know, most people went through a big heartbreak, right? It's very general. But they know that this could, you know, be very bad. There is also a journey that needs to be taken, and I feel like some kind of patience related to this journey is needed. For a lot of you, they do see you like as yin and yang, so feminine, masculine, very twin flamey, if you will, energy. And they realize that it's, you know, it's part of their path. So it feels like very much spiritually aligned, if you will. What I was gonna ask here. Intentions for the connection. Knight of Pentacles. They do want to build something. Again, people like to talk about this as like slow-moving knight and stuff like that, but it's more like stable, I feel like. They want to build something stable, I feel like. Chariot, yeah, and there is something like, there's someone who really wants to pursue you. But I feel like I'm trying to ask literally what is the problem, because I'm not sure what the problem really is. It's maybe how you see things right now. Sometimes really it's how we see things. That's the problem. That's true. I'm not saying it's in your case necessarily. Just that I want to put it. What is the problem? We have here Six of Swords. We have here Two of Cups. It could be very much that maybe there is some distance here right now, or maybe that you two are moving on from something. Maybe the two of you are moving together. Maybe the two of you are just on a journey. But Two of Cups is here, so it feels like very much as this two, like, how you say, two kindred spirits, right? So it's there is some kind of distance that could be an issue with that. And again, if it's not your situation, it could just be that you're needing, one of you or both of you need to move on from some things to fully step into this beautiful connection. Now we're going to take this to the extended, and what I want to know in the extended is I want to know everything about why, like what is causing any kind of delays, what is causing any kind of challenges. I'm going to move these cards aside. Usually we don't do it like that, but what is causing delays or challenges? Let's take 5 cards. Ouch. One, two, three, four, 5. So challenges and delays. How to overcome the issues currently between the two of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What actions will they take towards you by the end of this month? Okay, and what actions do you need to take to manifest the best outcome? Okay, bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. So we'll take a look at this in the extended. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up. Link to the extended is going to be down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Didn't wanna leave you without video, so I came here even though my voice is a bit weird. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.